Hello, world. That was a horrible.
Hello, everyone.
That was a terrible introduction.
Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all
Hello,
doing?
my name is PJ Starks,
And I am Eric Huskisson.
and we are the producers and the co-owners of Blood Moon Pictures. For those of you who are not aware, so tonight we are talking about. We have multiple topics that we're going to be talking about, but I think, well, first and foremost, we want to thank David, who's behind the camera here at Outbreak Podcast Studios, for
Thank you, David,
helping
for
us.
having us.
Yes, because originally. Oh my God! Again.
Hey, I had the volume off. I didn't have the medium
Yeah.
Hey, do you all expect any less? I have to do that to keep him on.
Who are you looking at?
The camera.
Yeah, but it's that right there. So this is kind of a twofer. We're doing a live video tonight, and we're also this is also kind of doubling as a podcast, which is something we're doing a little bit different because we're going to record the audio and play it, and you can play it back later. I just explained to you what a podcast is. I'm not really sure why I did that.
I appreciate it because I really have no idea what you're
I
talking
didn't
about.
think I did that for Eric's benefit because he is an old man and he doesn't know how things work.
I still don't get it, but
You
thank
should
for
read
trying.
the text messages this guy sends me. They're hilarious. They're never spelled correctly. He does this talk to text. It never works, and it's a gem. Every text I get is a gem.
You should have seen the one that I did last night that I showed David.
Oh no!
It's
Did you send it to me or someone
Well, I
else?
fixed it for us.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yes.
so okay, so right now we're coming back to you because we have shirts available. We did what ended up being a pretty successful run through Indiegogo.
Yes.
We raised almost 13,000 or right over 13,000.
Yes, we did.
And we want to thank everyone who helped us.
It wasn't
helped
our
make
goal,
that.
but we are excited with what we got. It puts
Right.
us that one step closer. So everybody that gave $1 to 500,000, whatever you did, thank you so. Well, I mean, I
I
don't.
wish someone gave 500,000.
Well, 500 or 1,000.
Oh,
I probably
is
talked
that what
really
you
fast.
said? Okay.
Maybe I did. Who knows?
I didn't catch that.
I'm on drugs. Anyway, but thank you all very much. I mean, we're really appreciative. I mean, I wish we could have hit our mark and we were off running, filming, so we could be doing an update and saying, hey, here's what your money is doing. We will be doing that sometime in the near future, hopefully.
Didn't you tell me to be positive? And now you're over there just
I'm not being
raining
negative.
on everyone's
I'm not being
parade.
negative.
You're like, PJ, don't say negative things. And now you're over here like, hey, I wish we could have got more money.
I did not say that.
I'm joking.
And
I'm
I'm
pulling
not
your
saying
leg.
anything the rest of the night.
No, I'm actually right there with you. I wish we could have got more money too. But we are getting money.
Yes.
It is coming in.
Slowly but surely, but we
Yes.
are getting it. And
Yes.
thanks, that's all to you all. So anybody that has donated or plans on donating, we love you to death. Thank you very much.
Well, one of the perks we had in the Indiegogo
Apparently we were taking
was some incredible new artwork that was created by Michael Broom. And the only way that art was available is this right here, this poster. For you listeners at home who cannot see it, we're holding up the Devil's Night Volumes of Blood 3 poster. So we've been getting a lot of questions about this. A lot of people were like, hey, I'd really like to get my hands on that. So what we did was it was only available through the Indiegogo. The only way you could obtain the poster that Michael did was through the Indiegogo. So everyone who pledged something automatically got the poster. But since and at the time we were saying that is literally the only way you're going to be able to get your hands on it. Well, then we started kind of putting our heads together and we thought, well, what if there was another way for people to get their hands on this poster? For those of you who are not familiar with Michael Broom, first of all, he's an incredible artist. If you check out his work, you can look at his Facebook page, and I'm
Did
sure
you see
he's
his
on.
new werewolf thing?
Yes, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
As a werewolf fan,
Yeah.
I appreciated
I
it
was really
very
yeah,
much.
I was
But
excited about it.
yeah, so Michael is incredibly talented, and he works with K&B Effects and does a lot of illustrations and things for like The Walking Dead and some other projects. You can actually look him up online. He's got a pretty impressive what's the word I'm looking? Is a biography, filmography.
Yeah.
Illustrifography.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
It is now.
Drawography.
Drawography. I think
Drawography?
that's.
I
We'll
think
go with
that's- I think that's
drawography.
what it is.
Yep, that sounds
Smell pizza.
the most intelligent way of putting it.
Drawography, yeah. We'll
So
do that.
anyway, so he created this poster, and then here recently it was announced that he did the poster art for the new Creepshow that is coming out on Shudder, and I shuddered with excitement.
I'm glad you said shuddered.
Yes.
Just, saying.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsor Shudder, and
Shudder.
I'm kidding. We're actually sponsored by Radio Shack and Movie Gallery
Yes. Yes.
and Moxie Cola.
Oh, and Sears is.
That's a deep reference for
and
those
Sears
of you
has come
who-
on board.
And Sears, yes. Sears and their good friend Roebuck. Where in the same magazine you can buy a house, a car,
And a bra.
and a bra and a revolver, but you have to put it together.
Okay.
So anyway, jeez. Okay, so Michael did the Creepshow poster, and it's pretty awesome. And the cool thing is now we are running I don't know what you want to call it. Here's the deal. I have not taken my anxiety or my blood pressure medicine today. I forgot this morning.
I can tell you're really
so
white.
if I seem a little off, you could say to what now?
You're really white. You're just
I'm
really,
always
you're
very
glowing,
white.
you're glowing.
These new lights they put in here, I'm like super white.
I'm flushed.
You can well, if you're flushed, I'm bleached. Because you should see me with my shirt off.
I didn't put blush on. Let's just clarify that.
Oh, you put. Oh,
You know.
we know. We know
know.
what you do on the
I
weekends.
think I got it all off before we got started. Anyway.
Anywho, so if I seem off or I can't think of words, it's because I'm a little. I can feel
all right.
that I'm a bit off because of my anxiety medication.
Discombobulated.
So, yes, discombobulated. That's a good word.
But, we decided to do a shirt with his fantastic poster art that he did for
Yes.
us. But I want to go back and talk about Michael for a second. One thing is...
Did I not already say enough?
Well, but I'm just going to throw something
Oh,
out
you've
there.
got
There
to get
may
your 2
be
cents
There may
in.
be some people that are listening out there that are maybe interested in this shirt and heard what you said about Michael Broom, but they also may be huge Walking Dead fans. And Michael actually designed a lot of the zombies for The Walking Dead that they ended up doing the makeup on people that were seen in The Walking Dead. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, you can get art from a guy that actually designed some of the zombies from The Walking Dead, which then you do the thing with Nicotero, which was
Right.
the Creepshow, so it all kind of folds together. But if you're a Walking Dead fan, you can get an artist from The Walking Dead that actually did the artwork,
Right.
which I think is very cool.
If you really want to connect the dots,
Now here we go. Yes.
if you buy our shirt, which of course it's only $20, $5 shipping and handling. We have all these sizes. You get the shirt, you'll get Michael's artwork, which puts you 1 degree from Creepshow and The Walking Dead. That's how that works. It's science.
and 0.0001 degree
Yes.
of us getting our Devil's Night made.
Yes, we'll get close. You'll help an independent film
Exactly.
get made. You'll be closer to Greg Nicotero. You'll be closer to Michael Broom. You'll be closer to Eric's mom.
Yep. I would say that about PJ's mom, but I only do that when the cameras aren't on and the mics aren't on. So, But
Well,
anyway,
I love my mom, but that's your
Yeah.
problem.
Michael's artwork, you need to go check out Michael and look
Definitely.
at his artwork. It's fantastic. I just have to say that. But while you're doing that and you're on the computer looking at his artwork, just click on over to our page and go ahead and order your
Yep.
shirt and get
The
some of
link
his
is
artwork.
right here. bloodmoonpictures.com/merch. We have had a few people, not a whole lot, but a few people have had some issues ordering the shirts through their phone. Not everyone, but a few people, when they've used Internet Explorer or Safari, have had some issues over their phone. Over a desktop, we haven't had anybody say they've had problems. But for some reason, if you're trying to use Safari or Internet Explorer through your phone, you might have some problems.
All right.
But more than likely you won't. And actually, if David could kind of bring up the page here, it'll show
We'll do
you.
a play-by-play for you here.
I don't know if we have to do a play-by-play.
Well, follow the bouncing arrow.
Yes, but yeah, you just go
There
to www.bloodmoonpictures.com/merch, and it'll take you to our merch page, and that's literally the only thing on there. We wanted to make it as
There
easy
will be
as
other
possible.
things coming soon.
Right.
Well, they'll be there. I don't want to say soon and
Right.
freak everybody out. But you just click the down arrow, pick your size, click on it, whatever your size may be, anything from small all the way up to 3X. So there you go. Once you get your size picked, just click add to cart. And it should take you here. Now, this is where a lot of people have ran into the issues. So if you're not getting here and you're doing it on your phone, you may want to go back to your home PC. You may want to try a different browser. You may want to refresh your browser because we have updated this several times in the last week. So we think that might be part of the problem as well. So, or you may want to refresh before you even go in to see if that may stop the issue. But then if you don't have a PayPal account, you just click on or checkout, and you can just pay with whatever credit card or I think your bank account, however you want to pay with. And one thing we haven't mentioned is every bit of the money we make from this will go into the fund for Devil's Night.
Yep.
This isn't for Blood Moon Pictures or anything like that. This is just for production on the movie. This is just another way for us to get one step closer to getting the movie made. So anything that any shirt you buy, all that money will be going towards the film.
Yeah, and all the sizes are the same exact price.
Right.
There's no difference, like differentials in pricing or anything like that.
Right.
Across the board, whatever size you need, it's $20 plus shipping and handling. And another way, if you just have PayPal and you are having issues doing it through the website, you can just PayPal us at bloodmoonpics@gmail.com.
Right. And if anybody's local and they don't have a PayPal account and they want to pay with a credit card or they don't know how to pay us, we will come to your house. We do have a square. We can
Late at night.
Yeah, late at night.
We'll knock on your window.
It has to be a back door or a back window.
Eric loves going through the back door.
Yeah, that's right.
What? Every house has a back door.
Most people tell me.
Wait a minute, David. What are you, dirty mind?
Most people tell me not to come to the front door. They don't want their neighbors seeing me.
Right.
They tell me to go to the back door.
No, Eric, I'll tell you what David was thinking later. He's a pervert.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys just I don't get this stuff. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, we will come to your house. We'll take cash. We can bring the square with us, and we can take a credit card payment. If you do need to write a check, unfortunately, we do not take bank checks, but we will take a cashier's check or a money order. It needs to be written out to Blood Moon Pictures. And once the shirts come in, we will deliver them here in Owensboro. So if you are having trouble, and if you do click on here, it automatically will add shipping. So if you're in Owensboro and you don't want to pay shipping, we understand. I mean, if you do, then we'll ship it to your house from here in Owensboro. But, if you want to save $5, you can contact us through bloodmoonpics@gmail.com or one of us personally on our Facebook page, and we'll work it out with you that way.
Right. We've had several people join.
Yep.
We only have 6 people watching.
Wow.
Which, it's a very, very small viewership tonight. That's okay, though. That's 6
That's all right.
Six is better than 1. Actually, it's now 7. I figure maybe if I just keep talking about how many people are here, it'll raise. It'll go higher. But if anybody has any questions, wants to throw something at us, any questions about Blood Moon Pictures, if you have any questions about the 3rd Volumes of Blood in general, I don't know if you have any questions for Eric.
I'm Eric.
Which
But
we
yeah,
know no one will have questions for Eric. Let's face it.
Nobody knows who I am.
No,
And
nobody knows who.
Thank you for everybody that is on here tonight. We got Alyssa Baxter, John Thompson, Troy Escamilla,
Hey, Jed.
Cassandra Baker, David Abrams. Do we know David Abrams, or is he just watching?
David Abrams, I believe. David Abrams Lincoln. He was president, I believe. I tell you, normally I'm on it and I'm clever.
Oh, you're
but
on
not
it, all
tonight.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, I
I didn't get that either.
I have not taken my anxiety or my blood pressure medicine. So you will probably witness a panic attack and then a cardiac arrest tonight.
Hey, CPR.
But you know what?
He can do the Heimlich maneuver. The Heimlich. I always get that.
I know he was practicing on me last night just in case for tonight.
CPR. I can't even spell it.
That was Pedro. He's in the control room. What?
Anyways.
All right. Anyway, we also have Ray Merrick. That's our buddy.
My beautiful wife, Katrina, just came in.
Well, you got to watch what we say now.
That means she's probably showing Logan, which means I have to say, if you're a YouTube fan, you should check out Starpool, all one word. You'll find some insane videos on his YouTube page.
We got Jed Bryan has joined us. Tori Buskirk. Like I said, our buddy Ray is on here. Todd Reynolds, thank you for watching. Hey, Jed, how you doing? Sean Thomas is on. PJ's lovely wife, you're right, is on here. I just saw her name.
Lovely.
Dale Colley is watching. Hey, Dale, what's up, buddy? Hey, we're up to 8.
All right.
Can we get double digits? We need 2 more. Tell all your friends to join in.
Nothing is more sad than what you just did. That took this from a level. That just took this from depressing to really depressing.
Praising, man. I'm praising the 8. I'm praising the 8.
So, I don't know. Let's talk about let's just talk about crowdfunding. What are your thoughts here? So here's the situation.
Right.
We tried a crowdfunding at the end of last year. Didn't happen. We tried a crowdfunder again. It was much more successful than our second one. We went on a podcast, Indie Infestation. If anybody hasn't checked them out, you should definitely check out Indie Infestation podcast. Our interview in particular. And what?
Look at the image on the TV. There you go. So you'll be in the picture.
Oh, anyway. But, sorry, David behind the camera was talking to him. We're going to have to get him a microphone just so we can hear what he's saying. But,
Pedro.
But anyway, so one of the things that I said during that podcast was I believed crowdfunding was dead or on its way out or dying. And then Terrifier happened. Terrifier 2, the Indiegogo, happened. And it exploded, and they got over $100 million in crowdfunding pledges, which I think...
Well, there's a little bit difference with Terrifier and then what we're talking about. Terrifier already had a following. It was already involved in Netflix.
It was on Netflix. Netflix, I think,
and
that's
definitely
part
huge,
of that.
And that broadens out their horizons of how many people have seen it, and people that are like, oh, I've seen that. That's cool, you know. But with our crowdfunding and a lot of the people in this area that crowdfund, it's just so concentrated in this area. A lot of people that are listening or watching. I mean, PJ and I work full-time jobs, part-time jobs. This is not our full-time job. We wish it was, but it's
a professional hobby.
Yeah, professional hobby. So we don't have the money, nor the capital, nor the wives okay to go get a loan to make this movie, like a lot of the other independent filmmakers in this area, in the region, and states around us. So we rely on crowdfunding and people that we know and family and friends to help us get these movies made. Do we make money off of them? Yes, but the money we make goes into production. It's not we make money, it goes into the account, we go get a car, we go buy a nice office, we buy better equipment. It goes to the next movie or the movie we're making. So I think it's just getting so concentrated, and I think there has been, if we discussed this before, which I think is a major contributor to the fall of it, is the people that have gotten money from people and never made the film, never gave money back. So a lot of people are sketchy.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have been burned.
Yeah, right. And so, I mean, so it's easy even on giving somebody, if they were just going to give us $5, well, I gave so-and-so $5 and they didn't even make their money. What if they're going to do it? So there's a trust issue that...
Cassandra says, Eric, get closer to your goddamn mic.
When he told me to get away from it.
Closer. I adjusted it for your volume.
Is that better?
Thank you, Cassandra.
Is that better, Cassandra?
Anyway, you were saying?
I don't know. Can people hear me now? Is everybody okay?
What?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Well, I
just think it's been so many people are doing it now, and people getting burned, and it's like 1 month you see this one movie is being made, and people want money, and then 2 weeks later here's another one, a week later here's another, and then there's 3 going on at one time, and then people are pick and choose, and they may know more people involved with this one, so they don't do this one. And I just think it's getting, I don't know, a different avenue that maybe needs to be done or how to handle it, but I just think it's getting so concentrated that people are getting hit up 2 and 3 times a month, and if you're giving people $20 to $50 a pop, you're out $25 to $150 a month for a year, and people just can't do that. They don't make money just to support everybody's films. So I think it's just a bunch of people at one time in like the last few years, they've just been hitting the Indiegogo and the crowdfunding so hard that people are like, oh, I'm almost tired of all these people bumming money. And and we do it, and I feel guilty at times, but we don't have the money. We have to go somewhere. And, like I said, we can't go mortgage our houses. Even if our wives would let us, we're not going to do it.
Well, there's always that secret loan that we're planning on taking out, but we'll talk about that after the
paperwork.
podcast.
I'll let you know later.
As far as like Terrifier 2, I know I've had a lot of conversations with other independent filmmakers about it. And there's quite. I mean, look, I'm super excited for those guys. I talked to David Thornton at this con that I just went to. Super nice guy, super humble. And even he was surprised. He couldn't believe, because if you look at their first Indiegogo that they did, they only made like $4,000. I mean, it's a complete, 180 from their first crowdfunder. But I think, like what you said a second ago with Netflix, I think that's what turned it around, because Netflix took it to a global scale.
Huge right now.
And then people say, oh,
their scope is here.
Now I will say this, Terrifier, I know there's been some mixed reviews about it, but I'm a fan of Terrifier. I really enjoyed Art the Clown. I think, the character doesn't speak, but he's got tons of personality, and a lot of that has to do with David's performance. And there's just a lot of great little homages and things in the film, and it's just it's a fun movie. I know some people might disagree with that, but ultimately, it's definitely lightning in a bottle, because Netflix, like I said, took it global, right? And now they're like, oh, hey, we're doing a sequel. Boom, they do an Indiegogo page. What does blow me away, though, is I don't know if you actually looked at the amounts that they were asking for. It was like $85 or something for a DVD. And people were paying for that, which to me seems like a lot for a DVD, but somehow it worked. Once again, I still think it's lightning in a bottle, but I think it's also a testament to the work that they put into the first film, because it's got a following, and it's done really well. So, I mean, we'll never get $100,000 or more from an Indiegogo,
right?
Which the tax implications alone would be a nightmare.
Right.
Will be a nightmare.
Yep.
So have fun with that, guys. But no, I mean, hats off to him. It was an incredible run. I think it's still going, actually. But the other thing I've noticed too, and I think this is a big difference between what we're trying to do with Volumes of Blood 3 and what a lot of other independent filmmakers are doing with their Indiegogos. And there are some exceptions to the rule, but our budget for the third VOB is $50,000. And most independent filmmakers, now granted, we only asked for 15, but most indie filmmakers are asking for like 5,000, and that's usually where they cap out, is they 5, maybe 10, which can be a little bit easier to obtain. But I've also seen a lot of independent films not even reach that.
Yeah, but also a lot of those people that are only asking for 5 or 10, they're afraid to go out there and put 50, which they may really want. So they may be hitting their 5 or 10,
right.
But that doesn't mean that's what they're making the film for.
Right, but there's also a big difference, though, between want and need.
Right, true.
Because it would be different. Like, we want $100,000 for the third Volumes of Blood, but we need $50,000, and that's just for basic...
Yeah, that's just to make the movie.
Yeah, that's just, that's travel and food and lodging and special effects, which is one of the largest chunks of the overall film, as Cassandra knows.
Yeah.
Because she about had an aneurysm. Of course, I went through and I tried to trim down some of the kills, make them they're still elaborate, but a little less elaborate, but still just as creative and different.
Well, she didn't at least cuss at you like she did me a while ago, but oh well, whatever.
Well, it's because I don't have to get close to my mic. I project. I come from a theater background.
I'm going to project.
Oh, I bet you. Well, you know what? You keep that projecting at home.
But anyway.
People get arrested for projecting in public.
But anyway, yeah, the indie movie scene is just so, it's hit or miss. I mean, it really is. And I think a lot of it there's because I've seen as much promotion as you do on other stuff that didn't do as well, and then people that do as much promotion as you do that are gangbusters past what we've done. And I don't know the formula and what's worked and what not, what and why not, blah, blah, blah. I can't talk either. I didn't have my medicine either, apparently. But I don't, sometimes it's just a hit or miss. I really think it's just a hit or miss.
I think the other issue, too, is independent horror films in general have become the Seth Rogen of the overall genre scene. It's just completely oversaturated because everybody
That's
in their
a good word. That's what I was trying to think of a while ago.
Everybody and their grandmother thinks that they can make an independent film or want to make an independent. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what happens is it's like you said, it becomes hit and miss. Because whereas when I started doing this back in 2008, I mean, there was almost, and of course that was the beginning of the big social media boom and that kind of a thing. I mean, I knew almost no one who wanted to do this. After I started doing it and put myself out there and started getting recognized for my efforts and things, people just started coming out of the woodwork, and that's when the networking and stuff really kicked in. But since 2008, it's kind of like I want to say, it's one of the Avengers movies. Oh, it was Civil War, when they're talking about. There's a scene in the movie where they say, since Iron Man has come along, the rise in villains has exponentially jumped up. But that's just cause and effect, right? So it's like, since I've gotten myself out there, it's like when you buy a new car, you don't notice anybody else who has that car until you buy a car, and now suddenly everybody has that car. But in a lot of ways, the social media boom has done that. It's like all these people who want to make films. Mm-hmm. And are making films are out there, and then other people who see what people like myself or Drew Marvick or Brooklyn Ewing or any of these hundreds of other indie artists that we know are doing, they're like, oh, I want a piece of that. So then they start doing it, and now you've got 10,000 independent filmmakers trying to make movies. And of course, what's the easy way to try to get it funded? Crowdfunding.
All right.
And now there's 40 million independent films out there trying to be made, from $1,000 to $50,000 to $100,000. And the issue is a lot of people. It's like with anything, a lot of people want to do this, but not everybody follows through with it because it takes perseverance to do this. Even if it's a professional hobby, saying I want to be a filmmaker is not enough. There's a lot of hard work. There's how many times did we leave the set with pounding headaches, drenched in sweat,
pissed off at each other,
mad, arguing,
right,
frustrated.
Right.
It's not
cussing.
It's not 100% fun. Yeah. I think the first time in a long time that I ever really yelled at anybody was you.
Yeah.
Which, I apologize for, and you weren't real happy with it. You yelled at me.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, at the end of the day, and that's the thing with us. I mean, we're friends now. Now, if it had just been me being an actor on set for the first time and that reaction had happened, it would probably been bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I was away from everyone when I made that phone call.
What I'm saying is we knew each other, and we vented, we screamed at each other the next day. It's like, hey, how you doing? All right, you ready for this? Yeah, okay, let's get started. And then it was like, sorry about last night. Yeah, F you, and we went on.
I think it was a little bit more colorful than that, but yeah.
It burns in my soul a little bit, but
I think that's the clap.
No. Oh, I said soul. I said soul.
That's ooh.
I said burning my soul.
I know that's that.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you the first time.
Oh, can you hear me? Am I close enough?
You need to get closer to the GD mic
before I get cussed out again. But anyway, we had 8 people and we are down to 5. So apparently you're rambling. Lost a bunch of people.
No one cares.
David Grinnell's joined us. Alyssa Grant's joined us.
We assume they may have come in and then left again.
They may have left. Sanders probably mad because she can't hear me. But anyway, we are here tonight to talk about indie films, and we're here to talk about Devil's Night 3 and getting it made. Doing some thank yous to some people that helped us get to the level that we're at now, but also to let people know that this fine artwork from Michael Broom that was exclusive on our Indiegogo for a poster is now going to be available on a T-shirt. All funds are going to go to the production of Devil's Night 3. You can go to our bloodmoonpictures.com page, click on or /merch, and you can click and pick your size. If you are out of town, it will be $5 for shipping, so it will be a total of $25. This is what it'll look like if you go to your PayPal. It'll take you to PayPal. You just click on your size, you go to it, add to cart, and if you don't have a PayPal account, you can just click checkout and do it, I think, with a bank account or do it with a credit card, however you want to. You can contact PJ and I locally through Facebook. You can email us at bloodmoonpics@gmail.com. If you know our personal emails, hit us up. We'll come to your house, get cash. We'll deliver the shirt later. We can do a credit card at your house. We will take a cashier's check or a money order made out to Blood Moon Pictures, but sorry, we do stop at a personal check. We will not do a personal check. So that's what
it's only because Eric's been burned by my personal checks 4 times.
No,
it was only 4 times.
There's a long story, but anyway, but this is it. It's a very cool artwork. PJ has the poster over there to hold up to show you. Is it exclusive artwork?
And if you're listening, you can check out our website or our Facebook pages or the Volumes of Blood page, Facebook page, Twitter.
Go to Michael Broom's site, who did the artwork, and check out his fine artwork. But anything that right now that we're selling, any money that we're making right now, we do have Volumes of Blood horror stories for sale. You can get on, if you have Amazon Prime, our horror stories movie is for free. Voodoo is the same way.
Yeah, it's on Vudu for free. It's on Amazon Prime. It's also on VHX, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and on select dates, mine and Eric's living room.
Right. But it's only free on Amazon Prime and Vudu, correct? Am I correct in saying that?
Yep.
Okay. But, that money does come to us. Any money we are getting in right now is going straight to the production.
Right. And if you want to get a copy of the first, the first film is only available at screamteamreleasing.com. And you can pick, it's the special Collector's Edition. It's got over 2 hours of special features, interviews, commentaries, all that fun stuff. And,
who did some of those interviews and behind the scenes stuff? Do we know who did that? Who did the interviewing and filming on some of that? Who was that guy's name?
That would be on Horror Stories.
Well, get started. You're talking Collector. Sorry. See, I haven't had my medication either. I told you.
Eric also did not take my blood pressure medicine or my anxiety medication this morning.
I've been out of it ever since Cassandra cussed me, so I just don't know how to feel. Anyway, I've lost my Facebook
Alyssa
feed.
said she's still here.
Oh,
she's
good.
the only one because now we're down to 4 people. That would be me, you, David, and Alyssa.
And she is our ghost star. Well, yeah, there's 4 people.
Also, in case any of those 5 individuals out there who is currently watching knows of a local or regional business, one of the other things that we do, and this is how we funded the second film almost entirely, was through product placement. And we have a sponsorship package that basically local regional businesses, they can look through the package. It's just a little folder here. It kind of gives you the background, and it tells you who all's in the film, and it gives you a rundown of the sponsorships, who we are as Blood Moon Pictures, what the critics have said, the online coverage of Volumes of Blood, which at this point is, it's been mentioned and featured and whatnot in over 600 different articles and publications and interviews and in articles that had nothing to do about Volumes of Blood. So we've been very fortunate in the press area as far as how wide-reaching Volumes of Blood has gone. Unfortunately, all that press is not equal to dollar signs yet for the third film, but we're still working on it.
But we did fund the Horror Stories, which is the one I goofed up on a minute ago, pretty much 100% with product placement and businesses in town. There are 5 packages in here that we do have that are base packages. We can work in between them packages. If you see this and you're like, wow, I could do more than that or less than that, we will work with you all. These are just base packages. Do want to throw out a couple of people that have already come on board to help us out with this, and that's Joy Raymond with Castle Realty and we've got
The Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Fraternal over David Creamer and the group at Fraternal Over Eagles. They have joined on for product placement.
Just call Joy.
Just Call Joy. That's, yeah. Yes. Just Call Joy. But yeah, those are the two sponsors we do have right now that are doing product placement. So we do have people coming in. So if you have a business in town, no matter how small, how big, we do have 4 packages that you could look at. You can talk to other businesses that have been with us to see what's going on. We'll come talk to you. We can talk to you over the phone. You can email us at thebloodmoonpics@gmail.com. We'll send you a file of this on through email. You can look at it, or we'll come personally talk to you.
We do have one of those nifty PDFs.
Yes, we do. We'd love to talk to you, no matter how small.
Look, every little bit counts. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
I mean,
So.
there's things in there from having your logo in there, having your business in there. You could have somebody that you know in your company in the movie. They're the highest perk. You actually will do a 30-second commercial that it would be a high res, right?
Right.
A high res commercial, 30-second that you could use at your leisure.
No, we're going to shoot it on VHS.
Well, I didn't know what. Well, nah, you know what I mean. It's not 4K. Is that better?
Hey, Sean. Sean's watching.
Hey, Sean.
Ronnie has just joined us.
Hey.
She is a Volumes of Blood alum. I'm assuming she's still in here.
Yeah, and Kelly
So.
just joined us. She'll hit us up this weekend for a shirt.
Cool. Oh, so speaking of Ronnie,
Yes.
we can sit here and we can pitch all day long till our faces are blue, till our gums are bleeding, and until Eric has pooed his pants, which will probably happen regardless of what how much we talk. But
I'm wearing protection.
it depends. So anyway, no. So here's what it really boils down to. Taking you and I out of the equation, there are a lot of people behind the scenes that it takes to make an independent film. Volumes of Blood, and I've said this a gazillion times, but like Volumes of Blood, the idea started with me. But without everybody else
Right.
who's attached to the project, from the production assistants to the special effects artists to the
ongoing
person making the
actresses.
food, the actors, the actresses, the script writers, the other producers,
The PAs.
the production managers, just without all these individuals, that's literally where it would have ended. It would just ended with me as an idea. But it takes all these other people to make it a reality. So when we ask you to fund this project, we're not asking you to financially back myself and Eric,
Right.
because you could send us $100,000. We would love for you to send us $100,000. But if you did, and we didn't have all these incredible people standing next to us, working beside us, people as passionate and dedicated to the same cause, that money would mean absolutely nothing. So really, you're not funding just the project. You are supporting financially an endeavor that a whole bunch of people are really about. It's what they're about.
Right, 'cause
They're all
there's-
working towards a common goal. That's how Volumes of Blood got to be anywhere.
That's why we talk about it being community, and that's one of the reasons FOE got involved, because they're
Right.
very community based. And somebody like Ronnie, luckily we're going to have her talent in all 3 films. You know, and there's going to be several people that are going to be involved in all 3 films. Now, some of them are only going to be involved in one, but it's just like somebody like Ronnie. I mean, she's in this network of doing films and stuff, and she's really busy. And luckily, we're going to have her for all 3, which is really cool. And, you know, it's really
Right.
cool. All the
Jason Crow is
Jason-
coming
yeah,
back.
That's right.
Garrett Smith,
Yep.
Jeremy Kiefer, Todd Reynolds.
Yep.
The great thing about the 3rd Volumes of Blood is that we're going back to the beginning. We're touching on the 2nd one, and then we also have basically a brand new cast of actors and crew, and we have a lot of our crew is coming back from the 2nd film, but we have this amazing talent pool that we've tapped into. We had one of probably the largest auditioning processes that we've ever done for a project to date,
Yep.
and we have some incredible actors that are already attached to the project. It's just going to take, that funding. Kelly asked what percentage that we're at. And I mean, I'm look here. It's. Shut up, Eric.
Does that help you, Kelly?
Shut your face, Eric. Okay, so we need $50,000. We currently are at what, 28% of our overall total?
Right at about somewhere between 27, 20, that's to 28.
Right, so we'll just say 28%. And here's the thing. When you hear that number, your heart probably drops. But that's just how it is. Sometimes it takes years to get a film funded. We're hoping that's not going to be the case.
Okay, but we're also 28% from zero. And we started at zero, and because of everybody, we're at 28%. This is going to help us boost that. Hopefully some businesses will come in. We will probably do some other stuff.
We have meetings set up. We already have some businesses attached. We just have to bridge that gap. And the only way we're going to bridge that gap is if we have support from people, from whoever's watching, to the people who buy the shirts, to the people who supported the Indiegogo page, the businesses. If you know any businesses, if your grandmother likes horror, if you have a cousin who likes horror, I mean, we're the little guys. And we're going to get there. I'll say this. I'll just speak for me. I did not come this far into this film franchise, which granted may not be a household name, but it's a name in my household, and I've worked really damn hard on this thing.
That's because you say it every other sentence, so go ahead.
Right. It's going to get made. Come hell or high water, this film's going to happen. Mark my words.
The only difference right now is the time frame. We wanted to already be filming right now.
Right.
The film is going to get made. So your money is going to be used for production of the film. It's just, when will we have the money to start? That's the thing, and we're trying to work for. That's why we're doing stuff like this. Not only is this a cool shirt and cool artwork, but you're helping fund the film, and you're getting a really cool shirt with some cool artwork on it. There's other things we're going to look at. We've already talked to you about the businesses that you could do locally, even regional. If you're, I mean, you could be in Louisville, you could be in Evansville, you could be in Henderson, because not only do we premiere here, we show at cons and festivals around Louisville, Lexington, Evansville, Henderson. So there'll be premieres probably in 2 or 3 cities, and and that doesn't count social media advertising you're going to get and other stuff that comes along with that. So. You don't have to be just an Owensboro business. You could be Evansville, Henderson, anywhere near here. And we work with you with anything. You'd be somehow in the film, on social media advertising, and the more you give, the more you're going to get. So I just don't want people to think you just have to be an Owensboro business. You can be a regional business, and it would still work. We're looking from anywhere from a beverage company to a pizza place to a tax company. It doesn't matter. Anything that you have a logo or you're just wanting to get your name out there, I mean, here's
the thing. It's an out-of-the-box approach at marketing your brand. Yeah. That's really what it is. Right. It's something different, and I mean, we've tapped into a market that a lot of other people haven't done. And I mean, the social media reach to the different newspapers and radio stations we know, and the fact that
not only that.
Right. I mean, plus there's distribution.
The distribution, so your film could be bought in another country. It could be bought in New York. It could be bought in California.
Right. Well, I will say.
Well, I'm just saying,
if you're a local business, though.
No, but I'm saying if you're
New York is not really going to help you out much.
Business is.
Let's just be honest. But I will say this though: the film will get. Let's say, you take Family Video for instance.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Family Video has our first film. We're more than likely going to be getting the next film into Family Video, and if they, I haven't asked them exactly how many people that they have, customers, but I'm sure it's probably in the tens of thousands.
Well, I guess my point I was trying to make.
That's tens of thousands of more people that have the potential of seeing your brand by doing something. And we're not asking for $1 gazillion. We're asking for small amounts. Right. So anybody out there who has a business, hit us up. Let us know what you think.
I'm just saying, like, if there was a brewing company in Evansville,
and if you do it, we might mow your lawn.
Yeah,
on a really hot day.
will mow your lawn. David will trim it. But anyway,
Eric will go through your refrigerator
say there's a brewing company
when you're not
in
looking.
Evansville that may ship to 20 states. So in those 20 states, people may be watching these films and go, "Hey, what's that?" And then go to the local store and go, "Hey, there's that beer we saw in the movie." So that's what I was meaning by buying at other places. It doesn't have to be a local thing.
Sean asked, is the shirt a 50-50 polyester cotton blend?
We do not know, do we?
Yeah, well, no, we don't know. We'll have to find that out. Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the... I guess the answer is, Sean, buy a shirt. What does it matter if it's 50-50 cotton polyester?
I have been asked by other people what
buy a shirt.
Well, I have been asked. I think.
And if you're allergic to polyester, give it to your niece.
I think probably the same reason that he is asking is
I'm
other
joking.
people have asked me is because they want to know what quality shirt it is, because if they normally wear a 2X and it's not that great a quality shirt, they want to go up to a 3X because they know it's going to shrink. And I think that's why people are asking. So, I mean, we didn't
No,
go. We're not going in and bidding, going, give us the cheapest, worst shirt that you can give. We haven't done that. We just gotten, we go and say, hey, put this on a shirt. So
They're a quality shirt. I believe it's Gildan
yeah.
is the brand. So if you're familiar with Gildan and you know whether or not those are a 50-50 polyester cotton blend.
Gildan. Sorry. I took the medicine. I'm back in.
Wait, if you got some, you better let me have some snake.
You want some snake?
No, no, your shirt.
I know,
You're wearing.
I know.
For those of you who may not be watching but are listening, he's wearing a Snake Plissken shirt.
Right. Well, you said you wanted some snake. You said I better give you some snake. What?
I'm not mowing your lawn now. Look at this. I got this big cow lick this whole time. David, when were you going to tell me about the cow lick?
Hey,
this
wait a
whole
minute.
time
I
I'm
got
rocking
this big
the
amount of hair loss right here, David. When were you going to let me know about that?
I think Life let you know that not too long ago.
Your wife let me know that. What? I know you said Life. I'm kidding.
Oh,
God. Jeez. Hey, we're here to talk about.
You have
Devil's
terrible
Night.
taste in women that you cheat with. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, dang. I
What?
hope she is hung up. Because you are in trouble if not.
Oh,
Wow.
come on. We're joking about cheating. It's funny.
I love you, Trina.
Well, good night, you guys. No,
Buy a shirt. Later.
no so don't ever do that again. Have you seen the trailer for the new Mr. Rogers movie?
Yes, I have. It looks fantastic.
Man, it looks incredible.
Tom Hanks is still got to be my number one up there.
They could not have picked
Top 3, top 2, top 1. He's the man.
They could not have picked a better actor for that role.
Right.
I'm pretty sure
Bean.
Tom Hanks, Rowan Atkinson, really? Maybe actually he might. He's done some dramatic roles recently. He might do all right. But
Yeah.
anyways, Tom Hanks. Yeah, I don't think they could have picked a better
Yeah, I
actor.
agree.
He has an impeccable record so far. He has not gone the way of like Kevin Spacey or who's the Jell-O pudding guy, Bill Cosby. I brain farted.
I can smell it over
Thankfully,
here.
you can smell my Jell-O.
There's a lot of talented actors out there. But man, when it comes to God, he nails a role.
Yeah.
When he gets it, he nails it.
I won't lie. I cried a little, not really cried, but I got teary-eyed at the trailer
Big?
for Mr. Rogers, the Mr. Rogers movie. What?
And big.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, somebody else said that on there. I was like, I saw it, and I was like, I really didn't get sad, but I mean, I grew up with him. A lot of people didn't. A lot of kids, they don't know who Nelly is. But it was kind of like, yeah, I kind of got a little sentimental because it's over with, it's gone, he's gone, But I was like,
Did you say a lot of kids don't know who Nelly is?
no.
I'm like, who? Everybody knows Nelly. It's getting hot in her. Okay. You did say Nelly. What name did you just say?
Where are we?
Now who's discombobulated?
No, I don't. I don't think I said Nelly.
Did he not say Nelly? You got the headphones on.
Let's move on.
Anyways, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Nelly.
So anyway, what we're really
Nelly.
here for is to say, please support
Yes.
our new endeavor. I say our because it's not just me. It's not. It's not just Strokey over here.
Oh God.
It's the actors. It's the other directors, the producers, the writers. It's everybody. There's
There are so many people that are already involved in this and have their name placed on this, and they're waiting for us to call them and go, hey, what's your schedule? From directors to the cinematographers to the special effects to the actors and actresses to PAs. There's so many people that keep, hey, where we at? Where we at with this? Where we at with this? And so we're not the only ones biting at the bit here. There's a lot of people, and a lot of new people are really supporting this and wanting, because they want to get started. They want to be involved in the franchise, but can't do it without your help. And this is a new way. And but what's cool about this is, and what was cool about the Indiegogo, you get some pretty cool stuff.
And by this, you mean the T-shirts.
Yes, that's what I was following into that. Not only did you get cool stuff for the Indiegogo, but for this, you're getting a really cool shirt, great artwork, and all the funds, proceeds do go to the production of the film. So if you're not at your computer now, you better be by this weekend.
That's right. Friday's the deadline for the pre-order.
Right.
And these are limited edition tees.
And the pre-order, all that does is this guarantees you a shirt. We are going to have more shirts, but we also go to festivals and cons and sell shirts at those.
Right.
But you may not be able to go to those, and then we may sell of your size. And I think we're going to do one run.
Yeah, we only did one run of the horror stories T-shirts.
So we're going to do one run here. So that's
these.
why we're doing the pre-order, because if you don't do the pre-order, we go to a con. We are going to be going to Horror Hound, and we will be selling them there.
Yep.
So if
anybody's gonna be at Horror Hound weekend coming up in September, you could stop by. We're gonna be sharing some space with Scream Team releasing, which we're really looking forward to.
Some cross promotion with them.
Yep. We're really looking forward to hanging out with them for the weekend.
So we're gonna be selling them outside of this. So if you get a pre-order, you're guaranteed a shirt, because we can't guarantee we'll still have your size if you wait, and that's what's so important about this. And trust me, that's gonna be one badass shirt. I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I order?
I hope so, because otherwise you're not getting a T-shirt. You don't.
Fine.
If you don't pay, you're not getting a free T-shirt.
He'll probably make me pay $40 for mine.
Just because you're the other half of Blood Moon Pictures doesn't mean you get for free. You don't get free
and he'll
stuff.
get a free one. That's what'll happen. I know how he'll do.
There's no free rides.
Well, we already got people complaining about the sizes we're not getting.
Size doesn't matter.
Anywho, guys,
I'd say that's about it.
That's about it. We're down to 2 people, so that's us.
Yep. We've talked about pretty much everything we wanted to talk about tonight. The shirts.
Ryan jumped in.
The
Hey, Justin
sponsorship.
is on here. We were just talking about Justin. Cindy Maples is watching. Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, Cindy.
Thanks
what's
for
going
joining.
on?
Yeah. Long time no see. She's been gone for a while now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she moved.
She did.
What a great job she did in Horror Stories.
Still love her.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes,
we miss
do.
her.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she's really enjoying where she's at now. So
Yeah.
She was on an episode of Haunted.
I saw that. So she's really doing some cool stuff. I wish we were doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, me too. Oh, we got this dumb podcast.
and we barely have that.
Yeah, and I guess we need to kind of get off here. We've been rambling for about an hour now.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, we just want to say thanks for joining in. Thanks for all your support. Last plug. There it is.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, we are going to be doing, unless we feel the need to or whatnot, is about doing these on a more regular basis. We're going to be doing like bi-weekly live broadcasts. So you 5 people who are sitting there with nothing better to do on a Tuesday night,
thank you.
Make sure you check us out. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. And
tell all of your friends to go to bloodmoonpics.com/merch and get this shirt to support the film.
It's bloodmoonpictures.com /merch. Yeah.
Gmail. Either one, they can get to it. It'll work. Hey. And we want to thank another shout out to David for letting us use this fine studio.
Yep.
Here at the Outback Studios.
Outback Steakhouse, where we'll be going
Studios,
and partaking in
where,
some free
he
rolls
runs the
here in
skate
just a
pod.
minute.
So, thank you for the nice setup and letting us be here. And everyone, thanks for chiming in and watching us. Don't know what we're going to be doing in 2 weeks, but hopefully it'll be go better.
Hopefully it'll
go better than tonight did.
Hey, hopefully it'll be announcing how we're fully funded and the T-shirts went over like gangbusters.
And then I won't care if people cuss me out.
Right. Now here's the thing: the T-shirts won't fully pay for the rest of the budget. So We also need angel donors and businessmen, businesswomen, entrepreneurs.
Yes.
If you have a mattress full of money, contact us. You can be a producer on the movie. We will kill you in the movie. It is on everybody's bucket list to die in a movie. And if you give us enough money, we will kill you, not for real, in the movie. You know you want to die on screen in a horrible, gruesome death. There's nothing more cathartic.
With blood.
Right. Than looking death in the eye when it's fake. And then when you're
real.
When you're done and you're headed home, you could stop at a gas station. You look like a trauma victim.
Fake, but looks real.
And you get your own really cool personal story that you can tell your friends and family about for years to come.
If you have a rich, eccentric neighbor or uncle or granddad, you know, hey, you know where their safe is. PJ will come over some night.
Right.
You know,
We probably shouldn't tell people to rob other people.
I said you would come over there. I didn't say...
I will ask your rich, eccentric uncle if he wants to be a producer, if he would like to die on screen. And, yeah.
Hey, we're down to 6.
Yep. So, anyway, we've been going at it, I guess, for almost an hour.
Well, I've been talking for an hour. I don't know who's going at it with. But anyway, thanks for joining in. And hopefully we'll see you 6 people in 2 weeks.
That's right. All right. Thank you all.
Have a
Good night.